Welcome back to Afternoon Express right here on SABC3. Time to meet our next guests on the show. Now, in less than 6 days, a team of 12 ordinary, yet also extraordinary people will embark on the OCAL Global Journey for Change, which aims to raise awareness about the misperceptions regarding people with disabilities and to raise funds for individuals living with disabilities. Now, these participants will endure an incredible, non-stop 24-hour challenge that spans 2,200 kilometers over a 10-day period on their feet. How amazing is that? Here to tell us all about it is the OCAL Global CEO and founder, Nicoline Anley, as well as Tracy Duncan, who holds the title as Mrs. Deaf South Africa 2018. But before we meet them, let's first take a look at this video.
You know, you start as 12 individuals, 12 strangers, if you want to call it that. And at the end, when you get to the start line of the Wings for Life World Run, you're a family. You're a family that have gone through every single challenge possible. You can't do it without your other team members. You really can't.
Out of the night that covers me,
black as the pit from pole to pole,
I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul.
In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud.
Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed.
Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade.
And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid.
Matters not how straight the gate,
how charged with punishments the scroll.
I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Wow, mind blown. Incredible, incredible events happening in the next 6 days. And here to tell us more, Nicoline Anley, CEO of OCAL Global, as well as our gorgeous Tracy Duncan. So good to have you ladies on the show today. Yes. Nicoline, I've heard about this incredible, incredible organization, but tell us, how did OCAL Global start? And of course, how did the journey for change begin?
So OCAL Global was actually founded at the base camp of Kilimanjaro in 2014, when I had the privilege to take a team of amputees and the world's first triple amputee to summit Kilimanjaro. And it was literally at the base camp of Kilimanjaro when I had this aha moment where the heavens opened and this light shined down, and I knew that I found my calling, or that my calling had found me. And it was to challenge and change the perception around disability and to really actively make a difference in the lives of differently abled people. So in 2016, I decided to start OCAL Global, which stands for One Chance at Life. And I wanted to do it with something big, something amazing, something epic. And then decided to do a journey across South Africa with abled and differently abled people for 24 hours non-stop to raise awareness.
And of course, you've brought one of those people who are going to be partaking in this in its 4th year now, 6 days away from this incredible event. Tracy Duncan, Mrs. Deaf South Africa 2018, is here with us. Tracy, welcome to the show, my darling.
Thank you.
So good to have you here. Why was it so important for you to partner with Nicoline on this project?
Myself, I'm differently abled. I'm born profoundly deaf, with 85% lost in both ears. Although I had challenges, I was given good access to education, a very expensive hearing device to help me to hear. And when I met Nicoline, I discovered the differently abled kids in the Northern Cape that didn't have access to mobility, healthcare, education. And I put myself in their shoes, and I thought, imagine if my life was different, if I was in their shoes. And I feel determined to be part of this amazing team.
Yeah. That's awesome. It's so wonderful to hear real stories of real people whose lives have been changed by this incredible cause. Not only Tracy, but you've touched so many different people's lives. What is one of the highlights, maybe one of the best beneficiaries of OCAL Global's Journey for Change that has touched your heart the most?
That little guy on the picture, I still get so emotional when I see him. So Silu came across our path in the Northern Cape. His mom had been carrying him around for 12 years without any access to mobility. So he's cerebral palsy. And last year we raised funds to actually give him finally the gift of mobility. And till today, his mother messages me regularly and says to me that Silu still sleeps at night with his hand on his buggy to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. So, and this is the real challenge that is faced. There's people that have waited 13 years for the ability to be able to go from point A to point B. And that's the reality, and that's the reason we're using our abilities to actively bring change to these children's lives.
Yeah. They say, there's a saying that goes, before you judge someone, walk a mile in their shoes.
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of us that are able-bodied, we don't understand the daily challenges that people who are differently abled go through. What do you think are some of the misperceptions out there still about people who are differently abled?
So I think one of the biggest things that we need to realize as society is that people aren't necessarily disabled. I think they get disabled by society.
Yeah.
I know Zandile, which is one of the OCAL directors, always says that he's not necessarily disabled, but if you put him in front of a flight of stairs, he's in a wheelchair, that disables him to get from point A to point B. And that I think we think that people that are differently abled can't do things, but they just do things differently.
Yeah. How can South Africans who are watching right now, inspired by Tracy, inspired by a gorgeous 12-year-old boy that you showed, Selo, on the screen, how can we assist in what OCAL Global is doing, that journey for change?
So we're not asking people to run from Pretoria to Cape Town because we're already doing that. But if you will go, and even 10 cents, 20 cents, anything will make a difference for us to bring about change to the lives of these children. So if you go to our website, our Instagram, our Facebook, there's a link there. Be part of the change. You too can make a difference in the lives of people like Silu.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Nicoline. Thank you so much, Tracy, for being here. And like Nicoline said, we can all be part of this journey for change and make a difference in the lives of people who otherwise would not have had access to that. All of the information that Nicoline just mentioned is on our website, so please do go and check it out and lend a hand. You can make a difference in another person's life, because they say before we judge, let's walk a mile in someone else's shoes.